Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm actually bringing you a haul from Book Outlet. I don't know if anybody knows what Book Outlet is, but it is an online book retailer which sells a lot of books for wholesale prices, and I don't know how they do it. Like, they have books obviously, but they also do have a I don't want to say a large selection, but it is a selection of manga and light novels. They do get new stock in. It's not like super large quantities of new stock. It's kind of like random volumes here and there, and the stuff they do get in is again just random volumes of random series. Can be pretty hit and miss. But majority of the manga goes for like 60+% off of retail price. So if a volume retails for like $12.99, you'll see it being sold for like $4.50-ish on Book Outlet, which is great. And this was my first time ordering from them. Prior to placing the order, I actually tried looking up information about like people who had bought manga from Book Outlet, because in the description on all of the books it actually says that they may have remainder marks and torn pages and etc., because they are kind of like a wholesale markdown site. I don't know how they acquire these books, and I don't know how they can price them for as cheap as they do, but my entire order, pretty much all the books look immaculate, which is amazing. They pretty much look brand new. There's no remainder marks to be found. There's no like tears, writing in it, so it's like I really don't know how they can mark the books down so much, but I would totally recommend checking them out. Because yeah, I was kind of a little iffy about these remainder marks that they said the books have, but none of mine actually came with remainder marks. So the first thing I picked up was volume 1 of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and this is Elma's Office Lady Diary. This is like a spin-off of the Dragon Maid series with Elma as the main character, and this is a 4-panel manga. So if you don't like 4-panel mangas, which I understand they're not for everybody, kind of stay away from this one. Probably won't enjoy it because they're like self-contained stories, but a lot of them kind of mix in with each other as well. So that was the first thing that I ended up picking up, and normally remainder marks would be on the bottom of the book or like the top of the book, but as you can see, this is like there's no remainder mark. There's a bit of yellowing over here, but it's like, honestly, that doesn't really bug me at all. I would rather spend $4 on a volume of manga and have a little bit of yellow than spend $12.99 on that, because I know like I cannot prevent my manga from yellowing. People go through all sorts of like extents, like keeping the humidity in the room at a certain level, bagging their manga, but it's like, okay, I could do all of that, but manga is just gonna yellow over time, so it's like I don't even care. I'm not like super particular about everything. The next thing I picked up is Precarious Woman Executive Miss Black General. So as you can see, that guy kind of looks like Batman here. This is, I think it's gonna be a comedy, maybe even a parody of like superhero, evil villain, etc. things. Like, you need to look this up to kind of get a feel for it, but I was interested in it. This is something that was actually like on my radar because it sounded kind of unique, kind of funny. So they had it for, you know, like $4 and some change, so I decided to pick that up and give it a go. Then the next thing, they do have quite a lot of isekai in there, quite a lot of light novels, so a lot of this, some of it, not a lot, I don't know what I'm saying, but some of it is isekai, and this is one of them. This is Skeletonite in Another World, Volume 1, and this was on my radar as well. I'm not opposed to isekai. They're not my favorite because a lot of them just do the same thing over and over again, but they can be good for like a mindless read. Some of them are more enjoyable than others for sure. I would not recommend like all of them, but this one, I don't know. I like skeletons, so maybe drew me in just a little bit more. You know, have a new husband. Oh, that's just a freaking skeleton. The next thing is volume 1 of My Room is a Dungeon Rest Stop. So this is kind of like an isekai. And again, I didn't show the other ones, but there's like literally nothing wrong with these volumes. No remainder marks, like really no nothing. So it's amazing to me how they sold them, but this does have a little bit of lewdness in it, I suppose. But as far as I can tell, it's not like explicit. Guess that's a little explicit. If it was super explicit, it would have like parental advisory warnings on it, but yeah, that's just that. If you know, you know. And then I also ended up picking up volume 2 of My Room is a Dungeon Rest Stop, so you know, this just shows there is some things you can find on there and pick up, but it's kind of hit and miss, depending on what you're looking for. And a lot of the times they won't have like the entirety of a series, they'll just have a few volumes of a series, or like a random volume 5 of a series. Like in this case, I picked up Arpeggio of Blue Steel, volume 14. I am collecting this. I had 1 through 13, so it's just like, you know, luck of the draw that they happen to have the next one that I needed for the series. And again, like the only ones of these they have is volume 14 and 15, so if you're looking for the rest, it's like you gotta kind of get them from somewhere else. And this is like in pretty immaculate condition as well. Kind of some yellowing on the top. I mean, maybe that's why they're selling them cheaper, because it's got that little yellowing on the top, but I don't want to flip through too much of this because it will give away spoilers. But yeah, Arpeggio of Blue Steel is something that I do recommend. People will tell you it's trash. I mean, I don't think it's trash. It's actually probably one of my more liked series, so if you like cute girls that turn into battleships and there's a lot of naval combat, then it's gonna be up your alley. Then the next thing I got is If It's For My Daughter, I'd Even Defeat a Demon Lord, volume 1. So I don't know if this is an isekai. I know a bit about this series, but not a whole lot. But it was kind of something that some people have talked about and made it sound good. So kind of wanted to pick it up and see. So yeah, here's the art of this. A lot of these are like based off of light novels. And then If It's For My Daughter, I'd Even Defeat a Demon Lord, volume 2 as well. So duty calls. Yeah. So here's just some of the art in this one as well. Kind of interesting. Don't know too much about that, but wanted to give it a go. Sorry, I'm kind of anal about having my stuff lined up. And the next thing I picked up is volume 1 of Dragon Goes House Hunting. I heard some people talk about this, and this sounds pretty interesting. It's mainly just about a dragon who is looking to buy his first home, and it sounds pretty funny. I've been through that whole first time home buyer experience, and I feel like this is kind of a unique story that you don't see done much. Just first of all, you're not going to see manga about people buying houses to begin with, but then on top of it, you've got this dragon who's looking for a house. So it seems like there could be a lot of shenanigans in here, and yeah, I just kind of liked the sound of it and thought it could be rather funny, so I picked that up. And then the last thing that I picked up is the first volume of New Game, and this is like a really tall manga and very skinny. So like here's Dragon Goes House Hunting is like the usual size of a manga, and here is New Game, a few centimeters taller, almost an inch. But this sounded pretty interesting. I believe it's about video game development. So I think that's kind of interesting, and you know, if you can get mixed video games in with my manga, then I'm into it. So another thing about this I want to say, first of all, this one did come with a bit of damage, and it's not because it actually had physical damage on it, it's just because of the way they packaged it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, I can't even really tell anymore, but one of the pages was creased just because there was like manga basically caught in between the pages and caused it to crease, but it's fine, it's whatever. One thing I do want to point out about this is that it is another 4-panel manga, so if you're not into 4-panel, don't pick this up. I understand that 4-panel is not for everybody. So basically though, that is my entire haul from Book Outlet. Would I recommend them? Yes, I would for sure recommend them, and I would for sure buy more from them. Pleasantly surprised with the whole experience and the condition that the manga came in. To touch quickly on shipping, they are shipped in a bubble mailer, but I don't know, I guess I ordered a large enough quantity that they all kind of fit snugly in there nicely, and they weren't like rattling around and getting nicked up like some places do. So I don't know if you were to order single volumes, but my stuff did not come damaged at all. So anyways, that's my entire book outlet haul. If you've liked what you've seen, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it all, and until next time guys, I'll see you later. Bye.